Hey there guys and gals, lads and ladies, and welcome to this episode of Outer Worlds. We are, well, this is where we got the medicine for, Abernathy was his name, in the last video, and this time we really are making our way to the botanical labs to, talk to Adelaide. I did say I would in the last one, but, you know, I got sidetracked, it happens. Why are these guys dead over here? Assault rifle, bunch of assault rifles. I'm just gonna scrap them for. Damn, Profile, you scared me. I'm gonna scrap them for parts later on. Maybe it's actually worth unlocking the one in the door to the room that was previous. Words and stuff. I don't know whose house I just raided, though. That's closed permanently. Huh. People just dead around here just because. Ooh, I saw something pretty. Oh, it's the lava falls and a bunch of behemoths. Let's just make our way to the botanical gardens. We want the rifle out, though we seem to be arriving pretty soon. I think I'm gonna wanna holster it.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Hey, I'm gonna talk to you in a bit. Just gonna butcher these animals while I'm here. Can I talk to you, Grace?
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Listen, I just want to talk. I'm looking for Adelaide, and I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
I'm looking for the geothermal plant. Do you know? Nah, not that one. Let's go with Reed said something about former workers living out in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves.
And I think that's
You're
what
gonna
he
start
wants to
wandering
hear.
around my camp. Know that I got my sights on ya.
Cool, it's okay, but still, where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
Cool.
Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Yeah, I can go with that. We've all got problems. He just got shot into space.
Explains why you're still yammering on at me. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Do you need help finding her? 'Cause I could look out for her.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her
Then
town.
why was she out there?
Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Cool, don't worry. I'll try to find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
Should I ask questions about Zoe? Yeah, let's start trying to find Zoe as well.
I'll tell you what I can.
Any idea where she might be hiding?
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
Yeah, but I didn't get yelled at for snooping, so I might go and do that. But why were you in her room?
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Cool. I'm gonna head out. What does this do? Oh, okay.
What is it?
Nah, that's it. I'll leave you to it. I'm eventually gonna go start snooping around in people's rooms. let's go talk to Adelaide. Hey.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice.
Aw, you're a
Whatever
nice
your
lady.
troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Listen. I can't even make myself tell her why I'm here, but I guess let's rip it off like a band-aid. Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Yeah, he kind of just wants you to come back. But yeah, pretty much the first one. That's the one we're going with. Come back to the cannery. That's about it.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Yeah, I can tell. Listen. Reed asked me to divert your power over to him, and he said something about a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
'Cause I need a power regulator to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Aw, you're just tugging at my heart now. What's your problem with the town, though?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town.
Yeah, I
without
have.
lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends
Yeah,
them.
they do have a tendency of brainwashing them. Yeah, let's see I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
See, neither one is a good choice, but I'll talk about it a bit later. I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Okay, so here's the deal. By doing this, by diverting the town's energy, we're robbing a lot of people of their job, and I don't actually think that's okay because
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
who's Thomas? I don't know, she mentioned it Thomas, but I see no Thomases. Oh, this Thomas. So yeah, maybe people actually like it there, and then I'm gonna force them to change their lifestyle. But these guys seem to be okay with living off the grid, and those guys were kind of cold and too calculated.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Part.
Whoa.
Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi.
Yeah, use your words,
Whoa.
kid.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are
I
you
like
from
the use
town?
of word fella.
I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
Nah, not really. I'm just trying to get my ship off the ground.
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we?
No,
Sorry,
literally, a
just
ship.
wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
It's never too late to start learning. I could give you some starting tips.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself.
Cool. Good for you.
Heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
I'll try to... Oh, I already have one? Huh. Oh, yeah, we took it in the last episode where, when we were going through the museum that had the drugs. Whatever. I got one of those data pads.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1, found it in the community center archives.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble.
It's all good.
In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Nice. I'll let you know if I find any of the others.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Cool. Is there anything
What's on
else
your
that I
mind?
want to ask him, though? Let's see. How long have you lived here? Sure, let's see if
Couple
this
months.
is
This
as
camp's
cool
my
as
home.
it seems.
People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
What were you doing in the wilderness?
We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
Nice way to put
You
it.
could stay, you know. Here, I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Yeah, no, I think she's coming with me, but I gotta go right now. Cool. Nah, I don't know. I'm slightly torn, but I'm actually gonna just divert the power to these guys. Before I do, though, let's see what's marked on the map. Is this the geothermal thingamajig? Yeah, I think it is. So, before I do go, I want to go and find the rest of his journals. I don't think I'll put that in because that's just walking about, and I'll rummage is the word I was actually looking for through the town to see if I can loot anything or if I can talk to somebody else. See you guys when something interesting happens. Before I leave here, I remembered about Zoe's room, and I found 2 pieces of paper. Let's see what's written on them. Zoe's journal, page 12. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery, no more jumpsuit and gloves. Yes, ma'am. And would you like others? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back at this journal many years hence. And I told myself, oh wow, I did hate the Vale once, didn't I? Just because I got sick. Everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much adrenotime. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate 1 box of adrenotime and suddenly you're committing larceny. Okay, so she wasn't on the up and up with the town. And page 22. Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you take your destiny back in your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat, bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires, probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me. Living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some adrenotime too. Everybody loves adrenotime, even marauders, right? I got odds those marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple of syringes of adrenotime before their eyes. This is gonna be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. Okay, so she left of her own accord. And there was also this guy over here that we could talk to about Zoe.
Something I can help you with?
Yeah, I heard one of you is missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
So, what happened on the day that she disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Tell me a little bit about her.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
Yeah, I thought I could ask what his surprise was. Hold on, there was something else. No, there wasn't, because that'll just take me back to his trading. Was she acting strange before she left?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things
I
down.
already read
She called
those.
it journaling, but I...
So you don't really know all that much.
The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Cool.
Hey, I got time.
Yeah, no, I'm done talking to him. So he really didn't tell us much. Let's see if a few kindred spirits can point her on the map. Oh, it literally does. Okay. And if we look at this one, can I see all 3 of them? Yeah, at least we know one more is over there, so I'll just go get it. We only managed to find one more of those manuals for the guy. It was right in the cannery, but the one that Pravati's dad had, we didn't manage to find.
Here we go.
Probably will find it at a later date. Oh wow, this rifle is great.
Got it. Yep, be right over. Oh, look at us.
Like, one shots most things. I love it. We're here to find Zoe, another assault rifle. Cool. At least I'm gonna get weapon parts off of it. Thought I heard something, that's why I stopped. Didn't one guy die around here? Okay, that. Come on, guys, if you are here to fight, at least have the decency to have something on you so that I can loot you. So here's the thing, I'm not sure that we want to bring Zoe back, because she seems to want to be here. Cool. Is that everybody? Because I feel like we took on a lot of people, and as usual, Pravati just went in and like crazy.
Anybody who ever came out this far.
Okay, we still got people in this way. Let's make our way inside. Oh, that's somebody that's outside. We're still fine.
Oh, clever.
Ooh. Nice bit of armor. This one I don't really care for all that much. I think it's time we went in loud. Says that and then proceeds to crouch. If I can take care of this guy without him noticing me, why shouldn't I?
Stand and deliver! Always wanted to say that.
Nearly got Pravati with one shot, but that's fine-ish. Because I didn't. I think I single-handedly took care of all the Marauders. Well, single-handedly involving Pravati.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
What? Are you Zoe? Because your people are looking for you.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw.
You know what? If she doesn't like it here, I think I could take her with me. But they sent me to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Amongst all of this death? Listen, you should go back. People are worried. But I need you to clarify something for me first.
I'm great at clarifying.
Why did you leave camp?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself.
Yeah, I read
I
that,
heard some
so at
outlaws
least
set
you're
up
honest.
camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
So... You came here of your own volition?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
Cool. How'd you pull it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of
Oh,
adrenatine.
we knew
but
that. We read
I'm
that.
Sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Cool. Time to
Got
persuade
all the
her.
time in Halcyon.
Listen, go back. People are worried for you.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
Come on, you and Stefan were friends. Actually, he wanted to surprise you with an episode of your favorite serial.
Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of The Masked Marketeer?
You're just
Why
going
didn't you
back
say
this
so?
to watch that?
I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward
Well,
to.
you brought it on yourself. Take care. Cool, so now that that's done, I'm just gonna loot the entirety of this place and, I don't know, meet you guys at the geothermal plant? Here, chicky. Hey, is that Zoe? No, it's just a deserter. So, what I said about going to, what you call it, the power plant, geothermal plant, yeah, we're still on that, but the quest was not over till we talked to Grace. So, Grace? Oh, she's outside. Why am I dumb? She's not... I was looking for Adelaide when I should have went to talk to Grace. Sure, that's that's my problem. Oi! Got you, your Zoe back.
What is it?
Talk Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
I'm gonna be honest. She joined up with a band of marauders. They didn't hurt her.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Yeah, we're good. We're fine. Were you guys in the video when I leveled up? Cause I leveled up, and I don't know. I just put points, you know, same old into I thought I heard something move. That's why I paused. Into dialogue, long range stuff. This is interesting. This was an interesting thing. And I'm kind of curious, why did it not attack me? Let's scope this place out. I already see bots. Yep, mechanical sentry. So there's an electrified field that I'm gonna have to get past somehow. And a whatever that is. A combat drone, huh? Did it auto switch to the geothermal thingy? Yeah. Well, that is what we will do in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day, have a good night, have a whatever it is we're from. See y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.